Good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are watching this video from. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if you've not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Okay, so today we are going to continue from where we stopped. We are still on traffic signs. That's the topic. In my previous video, we stopped at number 109. Today we are going to continue from 110. So if you've not watched my previous video, please feel free and do so in government. So let's continue from where we stopped. It's a video question. Watch your screen. Now you are driving on this road, and as you can see, there are markings on the road. Look at these white markings. You see these white markings? Now let's go to the options. What is the rule created by the road marking in this situation? What is the rule? These markings that you are seeing, what's the meaning? That's the answer. Look at it. Let me zoom it out. What's the meaning? This marking means what? You have to what? Apply right before left. Okay? That's what it means. For example, if a vehicle is coming out from this right lane, you have to what? Approach this junction at a moderate speed, at a low speed, so that if there's any vehicle coming out from your right hand, you can easily stop and allow the vehicle to pass right before left. That's what it means. Okay, so I have to give way to the red vehicle. No, you have right over this red vehicle because it's on your left. I have to come to a stop in front of the road marking. No, they are not asking you to stop. Okay, the only way you can stop is if there's a vehicle coming out from your right. Okay, what you do is you approach consciously at a moderate speed. That's what you need to do. The reason why you need to approach with a low speed so that you can easily stop if a vehicle is coming from your right. Okay, from which road sign onward are you allowed to drive at walking speed? At walking speed, a traffic calming zone, you have to drive at walking speed. Okay, at a traffic calming zone, and the maximum you can drive is 7 in a traffic calming zone. At which traffic sign at the next junction do you generally have right of way? Where do you have right of way? At the next junction. Okay, at the next junction you have right of way. Okay, whenever you see this sign when driving, it means you have right only at the next junction. Okay, which traffic sign gives right of way? Number 2 gives you right of way only at the next junction. Okay, this gives you right. You have rights. Okay, what is allowed on a priority road outside build-up area? This is a priority sign. Whenever you see this sign on a road, it means you have rights on that road. Outside the build-up area, That means in Autobahn or the express or the highway, what is allowed on this road, on this priority road? Stopping. You can stop on the right edge of the road, okay? And you can what? Park on the hard shoulder. But you cannot park on the road because vehicles are moving on the road, okay? These two are what is allowed: stopping on the right edge of the road and parking on the hard shoulder in a priority road outside a built-up area. What do you do when you see this traffic sign? When you see this sign, what do you do? This is your lane. Why this is oncoming vehicle? The white lane is your lane, while the red arrow is for oncoming vehicle. It means you have rights over oncoming vehicle. But despite you have rights, if there is any case of emergency, you should be what? Able to stop, okay? So what do you do when you see this traffic sign? You must give precedency to the oncoming traffic. No, you have right over them, okay? You may only take precedency when the narrowing is clear, yes. If the road is clear, without any obstruction, without any emergency, you can continue, you have right. You must be ready to stop despite taking precedency, yes. If there's any emergency, even though you have right, you should be able to stop. What does this traffic signs allow? What does this allow? This is a parking area. As you can see, Bevona. Bevona means resident, people living there. Only people that have a parking advice with a number are allowed to park here. Not everybody. Only residents that have a parking advice with number, okay? It's not for everybody. Resident holding a parking license with corresponding number may park here. Yes, okay? It's not everybody. Are you allowed to park here? Are you allowed to park here? Yes, if you are a disabled person, okay, you can park here. Or if you are transporting a disabled person, you can also park here. But make sure you have what? A parking permit that allow you to park here for disabled people, okay? Yes, as a seriously disabled person with official parking permit. Yes, as a person accompanying blind person with an official parking permit. Okay? Make sure you have the parking permit as a disabled person. What must you observe when parking here? This is a parking area with parked sign. Before you can park here, you have to buy your ticket. Okay? And make sure you did not exceed the number of hours on your ticket. If you buy 1 hour, don't stay more than 1 hour, okay? And place that ticket inside your windscreen, okay? In front of your car, very visible inside your windscreen, so that you can easily see it, okay? What must you observe when parking here? Parking tickets and parking disc rank equal. No, they are not the same. The parking time indicated on the parking ticket must not be exceeded. Yes, don't stay more than your time. The parking ticket must be put in a place so it can easily read when controlled. Yes, put it in front of your windscreen inside your car so that in case controllers are coming, they can easily control your vehicle and see the ticket. Which vehicle are allowed to be parked here? Now, this is a parking area also. You can only park here if your vehicle has a total mass of 2.8 ton. Okay, that means you can put one tire on the road and one tire on the footpath. Okay, only vehicle that have a total mass of 2.8 ton, they are only people that can park here. Vehicle with a maximum total mass of 2.8 ton and motorcycles too, they can also park like this. Okay, but if your vehicle is more than 2.8, you can't park like this. What must a motor vehicle maximum speed determined by its construction be, at least if you want to use this road? If you want to use this road, okay, your motor vehicle maximum speed must be 61. Okay, by its construction, 61 to allow you to use such road. What does this traffic sign indicate? This is a cul-de-sac. Okay, a cul-de-sac means the road is closed at the end. You cannot pass it to another area. It's closed at the end. Okay, a cul-de-sac, that's the meaning. What does this traffic sign indicate? This is what a first aid. First aid. What must you remember when you see this traffic sign? When you see this traffic sign, they are telling you that on this road, the street light, you know what street light? The street light on this road does not stay on all night. So in case you are driving or you want to park your vehicle there, the street light does not stay on all night. That's what it means, okay? Street light does not stay on all night, okay? What does this traffic sign indicate? When you see this sign with a yellow color like this, it means a federal road. A federal road. You know what's a federal road? Yes, a Budenstrasse. That's what it means. A federal road. What does this sign indicate? When you see this sign, it means what? An area of Autobahn. You normally see it in Autobahn. This part of the road is not always used, okay? It's a section of Autobahn that is not normally used all the time, okay? They don't use it all the time. An Autobahn section which is normally not used very much. That's what it means. It's not often used. You drive into a brightly lit tunnel, which is indicated like this. What do you do? This is a tunnel. Whenever you see this sign on your path, it means a tunnel. And I've told you, in a tunnel, you have to drive with your deep headlight. Okay? whether in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, drive with your deep headlight. Don't drive too close to the vehicle in front. Okay. Learn how to leave the turn in case of emergency. Always know your emergency exit. There's no reversing. Okay. You cannot stop in a tunnel. You cannot make U-turn. Okay. So drive with deep headlight. Yes. In a tunnel, you have to drive with your deep headlight. Whether in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, use your deep headlight. What does this traffic sign combination indicate? This is the end of a traffic calming zone. Okay, the end, a traffic calming zone has ended. From here now, you can drive more than 7 kilometers. Normally, in a traffic calming zone, you can only drive 7 kilometers. But from here now, you can drive more than 7 kilometers. Okay. The end of a traffic calming zone. What does this traffic sign indicate? What does this traffic sign indicate? This is what? A number division. A number division. Okay. What do you have to be aware of when you see this traffic sign? What do you have to be aware of? If you see this sign, this is a priority road. Okay. And the priority road is turning left. This thick line is the priority road. A priority road turning left. So if you are on this thick line, you have right over this tiny line. Okay. If you are driving on this thick line, you have right over vehicle traveling on this tiny line. Okay. The direction of traffic to the left is prescribed now. If I am following the priority rule, I have to signal left. Yes. If you want to continue on this thick line, on this priority rule, you have to signal the direction. You have to signal left. Okay. That's what you need to do. Because the priority road is turning left. So you also need to signal. Okay, blink. What must you do upon seeing this traffic sign? What do you need to do? This is a pedestrian crossing. Approach at a moderate speed. Allow pedestrian to cross the road. No stopping, no overtaking before a pedestrian crossing. No parking, okay? Allow the pedestrian to cross the road. I may not remain stationary. Don't stop, okay? Even though there's traffic, make sure you do not stop on the pedestrian crossing. Approach at a moderate speed. If people want to cross, reduce your speed. Watch out, allow them to cross, okay? What must you be prepared for here? This is a children playground, okay? Children can walk into the road. Vehicle can stop. You have to watch out for children. Be very, very attentive. What must you prepare for here? Children will be playing on the road under supervision. No. It does not necessarily mean that somebody will be there controlling them. Okay? The following traffic will come to a stop, yes, in case children are on the road, the vehicle might stop. Children will cross the road more frequently, yes, because they are playing, okay? What does this traffic sign combination means? What does it mean? A priority road turning left, okay? This thick line is a priority road and it's turning left. I am on a priority road that bend left, yes. That's what it means, okay? Priority road turning left. What do you have to be aware of when you see this traffic sign? Like I told you, this is a traffic calming zone. On this area, you are not allowed to drive more than 7 kilometers. The maximum you can drive is 7 kilometers, okay? Because it's a traffic calming zone. You have to drive with a low speed, a very low speed. Children may play across this road, yes, okay. Vehicle have to drive in walking speed, yeah. Pedestrians are entitled to use the entire breadth of the road, yes. That's why it's called a traffic calming zone. There are houses, there are people, there are children. You have to be careful, okay. What does this traffic sign indicate? What does this sign? When you see this sign, what does it mean? This is what? A custom point, okay? A custom point, custom area, okay? When you see the sign. What is correct in this situation? When you see this traffic sign, it means the end of a build-up area. A build-up area has ended, okay? As you can see, this is the name of the build-up area. It has ended. From here going now, you can drive more than 50, okay? It's the end of a build-up area. So, you can drive more than 50 because normally in a build-up area, the maximum you can drive is 50. But from here now, you can drive more than 50. At this point, a build-up area ends. The end of a build-up area. Okay? But if there is no red, if they did not put red, it means the start. But since there is a red mark, it means the end. What do you have to observe in a traffic situation like this? In this area, you can overtake, okay? Since the road is free, you can overtake. But if there is oncoming vehicle, maybe a vehicle is coming, and you know you will endanger the person, please, you can overtake, okay? I may not cross the center line if this will endanger other traffic, yes. If you know you will endanger other people, please don't cross this line at the middle to overtake, okay? Remain in your lane. I may cross the center line in order to pass the obstruction, yes. You can cross, but make sure you do not endanger anybody. I may cross the center line in order to overtake, yes, because it is not a thick line, it's a broken line, so you can cross it. What does this traffic sign indicate? When you see the sign, it means emergency word, bail. For example, you are driving and your vehicle has a problem or you have a breakdown vehicle. You can easily stop here for emergency word, stopping for breakdown vehicle. Okay, this is what an emergency stop and breakdown bay. Yes, only for emergency. Okay, you are driving on a road that has a protective lane for cyclists. How may you use the protective lane? You are driving on this road and there's a cycle path as a protective lane for cyclists on your right. Now, this cycle path, you are not allowed to drive on it. The only way you can drive on this cycle path is if it is necessary. For example, if there's an ambulance coming and you want to make way for the ambulance, you can ride on it. Or maybe there's a vehicle coming, oncoming vehicle, to avoid danger, you can also ride on it. And even though you want to ride on it, make sure you do not endanger cyclists. Okay, so you can only use this cycle path when it is necessary, not every time. Okay, only when it is necessary. If there is no risk to cyclists, I may stop on the protective lane. No, I may drive on the protective lane when necessary. Yes, only when it is necessary, not every time. What can red, white warning plate on vehicle indicate? A red and white warning plate, it means what? A vehicle with excessive width, maybe the vehicle is too wide, or a trailer parked on the roadway within a built-up area. Okay, maybe the trailer is parked on a built-up area on the road, so they will put a red warning plate on it. Okay, when you see a red warning plate, it means either the vehicle is too wide or a trailer is parked on the road. Okay, so that's the meaning. So we have come to the end of today's class. Please do me a favor. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, guys, and share. Please, let's learn to share. Share to your friends. Let's encourage people. Share to others. Okay, tell them, hey, on this channel you can learn your driving app. If you're in Germany, it's very useful. Share to them. Comment and like, guys. Okay, so thank you so much. If you've not watched my previous videos, go and watch them and learn. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing, liking, commenting, and for subscribing. I will see you in my next video. God bless you all.